Hey, so skill number 8, how to stay motivated. This is a tough one, and it's an important one though, because it is possible to get more motivated and stay motivated. Um, but sometimes it can be challenging, and sometimes it can be like a bit of a process. So, studying for and improving your score can take a fair amount of time, right? I mean, it can take 6 months for some students. Some students we work with for a year, until they finally get where they want. And the students who work with us for a year are motivated. Like, you don't do this for a year unless you're super motivated. Um, but basically, if you do it for a year, almost everyone gets to where they want to go, and in a really big way. So that motivation is so crucial. Okay. So how do you do it with all of your other responsibilities and activities and all of that? How do you stick with it? So here are a few ideas. First of all, make it hard to forget why you're doing this, right? You have to be really clear. Get a score goal, all right? Write it down. 33, 34, 35, 36, whatever it is. Write it down. Write down why you want that score. Make it really clear for yourself what this is going to give to you, right? If I get a 34, I have a very, very good chance of getting into whatever college it is that you want to get into. Write that down, okay? Put it on a post-it on your computer so you see it every day. Put it on your laptop, okay? Um, and that way you just won't forget about it, right? This is like, get the vision really, really clear. It's crucial, okay? The more you remind yourself why you're doing this, the more motivated you will be to do it. 2, minimize distractions. When you are doing practice sections or worksheets, do them in a room with no computer, no phone. Like, really, like, you're not going to have a computer or a phone when you're taking the real thing. So don't do it when you're practicing either. Print it, the test that is, and bring it somewhere else. Okay. Distractions make it harder to focus and harder to stay motivated. Step number 3, take more mock tests, right? Mock tests help you stay motivated because they give you a real sense of how you're doing, right? If you're just kind of like, oh yeah, I think I'm doing pretty good, then you're not really going to know how you're doing, and you're not going to be terribly motivated to do better because you're fooling yourself. It's called, like, you're under an illusion of knowing. You think you know more than you know, and that makes it harder to study harder. Okay. The mock tests tend to light the fire so that you feel the urgency of preparation a bit more. It really actually makes a big difference. Step 4, register for a test date that's not too far away, right? If your first test date is 6 months away, then for the next 3 or 4 months, you're not going to feel very motivated. It's really hard to get motivated for something that feels like it's never going to happen to you, right? Having a test date will make you feel much more engaged, but you want your first test date to be like 3 or 4 months away. Having an official score under your belt will also help motivate you, right? If you wait too long and then you never take a real test, then you don't get the opportunity for that real test to say, oh, wow, I'm really close to getting my target score, or, oh, wow, I really have to do some serious work now, right? So taking the actual test really lights the fire for a lot of students for a second test sitting. Step 5, bring a friend into the process. All right, having someone to compare notes with, ask questions with, take mock tests with, take the official test with, that can help make it a little bit more fun, and a little bit of competitive spirit could totally help too. Just keep it friendly. You don't want to become enemies over this. Someone, choose someone who it just doesn't. You guys just aren't competing over this, right? But getting a little bit of social stuff can really help motivate. And then the last one is hire a tutor. So yes, we are a tutoring company, and that's a lot of what we do. But it works because part of the reason is a tutor, a private person, an expert, standing over your shoulder and kind of watching the whole process and developing a relationship with you, can really help you stay motivated, especially when you start to feel down, or you question yourself, or you're not sure what to do next. All of those kinds of questions can creep in when you're totally on your own. So that's something to consider. It's not absolutely necessary. There are a lot of ideas here, and some kids are just motivated. Like, you don't have to even think about it. You're just gung ho, and that's great. But if you're not, then you have all of these ideas to help you.